Welcome, welcome, boys! Okay, in this video we're going to be changing the engine oil in this 2010 Hyundai Accent. Alright, boys, so we got 5W20 is what she takes. Only 3.5 quarts, actually. Pretty weak. Here's our filter. Our MicroGuard MGL 51334. Mary George Lincoln 51334. And to take the drain plug off, we will need a 17 millimeter.
Is that ready, Tardy? Yes.
And on this side, boys, is where we have our drain plug. Just give her the old whack. Add your drain pan. Catch can on. And let her flow. Try not to make a mess. Alright, while we let that drain, do be sure before you pull the cap, though, to make sure your oil cap above is off for a much better flow. Okay, boys, now that we're done trickling, we have to go over here and grab the oil filter, our little oil filter tool, give her a few good whacks, and loosen the filter off. Now this is probably going to cause a mess, boys. As you can see, they put it in a stupid spot, so it's going to leak forward onto this plastical deal and then run all over you probably. So get ready to get out of the way and then move this drain pan into a more favorable position. As you can see, our O-ring did come off on the old oil filter, so we're all good there. Now, normally I like to pre-fill my oil filters before I stick them in. Of course, since this one goes at an angle, boys, what we'll probably do is just make sure we soak the element inside, then put our ring of lube on here so we don't have a super dry start. Alright, that's good. And that's all it takes, boys. Just give her a little pour, and then soak the element, and then once the element's soaked, at the very least, it won't take all that time to absorb it once we put this filter back. Alright, and then with the mating surface clean, boys, put the new filter on. Nice and easy. Don't cross-thread her. And of course, only put on hand tight. Don't crank it on with a tool, or you're going to have a hard time getting it off later. Okay, boys, and I put a new O-ring, since this one was missing an O-ring and a crush washer. Went ahead and put the O-ring on, so we'll give her a nice squash.
Am I just an idiot or something?
There we go. Don't be afraid to completely crush that O-ring. Make a nice good seal up in that bitch. Okay, boys, and as we add this oil, remember the car takes 3.5. So once we get down to 1.5 quarts remaining in the bottle, we should be full. But of course, we will check and verify with the engine oil dipstick once we get her back on level ground. Okay, boys, so before you put her down, we want to check, make sure we're not leaking any oil from anywhere. Nothing's coming out of the drain plug. Nothing's coming out of the filter. That's hand tight. So we'll go ahead and get her back down on the ground. Okay, boys, there's our engine oil level checked. It does have exactly 3.5 quarts. It is right there on the full line, so that's it. We're good to go. Boom, done. Of course, start your car, check for leaks, and once you have none, you're road ready. Thanks for watching, boys. Peace.